Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today just with a really quick video of, for me, I've made it as a bookmark holder, but the actual tutorial I've used, which was some Oak House journals, and I'll link that down below. The one she made, it was really an ephemera holder, but I've made mine as a bookmark holder. I've got a friend or colleague who's going to retire. There's two actually. There will be another video for my other friend, something I've made for her, but this is for another colleague who's retiring. And we also talk about books and just love anything to do with books. So I've made her just a little retirement gift along those lines. I had this from Etsy quite a while ago, these little reader's tickets. So I just popped her name on that. That's got a little note in there. I can't remember where I saw this, but there's a way to fold them like Regency style. So you don't have to put it in an envelope because the actual letter itself becomes the envelope. And I really thought that was quite nice. I'll fold that back up after. And that's just going to go as part of her the wrapping, really. That'll be part of the wrapping. I thought that was quite good. So getting into the actual holder itself, it's made from, mine is made from a sheet of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. In her tutorial, she does use a different size. I think she used A4, but obviously I needed mine to be that bit taller so that the bookmarks actually fitted in, because it's a bit taller than folding it up would have made an A4. So going through the front, I've got a G-Cur initial, which I've just really super duper shrunk down and made a little decoration here for her initial. This was a freebie from, oh, I can never remember when I get on here, the Graphics Fairy, I think it was. I think I've shown these before. It's where if you had a book, you're going to have to pretend that's a book, and that was your bookmark. You'd put it in the top of your book, so that it's not really tall enough, this, but anyway, let's stick it there. Pretend that was the top of your book. Then at the top of your book would stick the butterfly, and it's just really pretty. So I just made one of those for the front. In the front folder here, this is using Tsunami Rose's franking paper style. So I've just put lots of different papers together, sewn them up, popped a bit of lace at the top, and backed it with some vintage maths paper. This, I can't remember, this is a digital kit I've got, and I just covered the card in that. So that's the front of it. The back of it, this is a Tracy Fox idea where you fold up bits of book page. That's again folded up book page, and it just makes a lovely bookmark and another holder itself. And then in here is another sort of snippet roll, but instead of using my fabric, I used a paper one for this. So there's a bit of book there, and all different, another book, just different things really. Back that with some cards, so it's got a bit of robustness to it. And on this corner here, I just popped a little butterfly decoration, and that goes in there. So that's obviously the back, and that's the front. And then if you open it up, I just popped a bit of French book page here just for added interest. Pull it down a bit and pop two flowers on. In this pocket here, I just made, I got this from, can't remember, but anyway, it's on Etsy. You know, like little flashcards. That one's just about story. I just wanted them book themed. This was an Yvonne Preston idea. She'd made hers into a belly band, but I decided it could be actually a bookmark, and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Just stitching down. And this is an index card, or a copy of an index card that you would have had in a library so that you could find your book. This is just one from 1948. So they just go in there. So like I said, Oak House journals, I will link it down below. She'd made hers, hers was a lot smaller, and it could hold different bits of ephemera, but for mine I needed it this size for book themed ones. I love this back cover. So along with story, I just got the right flashcard. This is paper outpost idea. It's just fabrics, a bit like the franking paper, but you're franking together different materials, popped a bit of fabric at the top, and that makes a lovely bookmark. And then this is like the sorts of things you got in the front of your library books, and they'd used to stamp the date that it was due back. So I've left mine blank and just popped a little butterfly decoration there. And that makes another, because obviously everything I needed to make has to be quite flat as it's going to be a bookmark. You don't want anything too thick or bulky when you're trying, when you've got your, can't remember how I did this now, when you've got your, when it's in your books, because you don't want anything, you know, clumpy or thick. So that's that. I will be wrapping it, and like I said, I'll be popping that as the front on the wrapping. But that's all I've got for today, but I just thought you might be interested. I will link the tutorial I used down below in case you want to make your own. But that's all for today, and thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.